So now from the crisis of losses at Kenya Airways, let's go to the crisis of corruption in Kenya. The leadership of Kenyan churches have announced they are joining the war against graft, which they say is no longer just a political problem. They say part of their campaign will involve receiving reports and alerts on graft cases from Kenyans and then forwarding them to the relevant authorities for proper action.
Our time is over. In this nation,
rebuking graft.
in the name of Jesus Christ.
A spiritually charged statement from the Evangelical Alliance of Kenya, which has now declared war on the scourge of corruption, saying graft is no longer a political problem, but a spiritual challenge whose fight, they say, must be led from the front by none other than the clergy and the flock.
We know that corruption is more of a spiritual problem or a moral problem than a political problem. And it is only the church that can get into the spiritual realm and operate in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm.
And the clergymen say that they are not sparing any bullets, even for their fellow clergymen who will be reported to be indulging in corruption or demanding money from their flock in exchange for miracles.
We have allowed corruption to thrive while we are clapping our hands and singing choruses and casting out demons, some of which are imaginary.
Our desire as EAK is to see that communities are empowered to engage in meaningful and productive activities.
They said plans are underway to also set up a call center with a hotline which Kenyans across the country can call to report cases of corruption. Once reported, the clergymen will then forward the reports to the relevant authorities for appropriate action to be taken.
The other number will be spread all over, and in less than 10 minutes, whoever participated in the bribe or in the corruption will receive calls from Isiolo, calls from Muranga, calls from Isibania, calls from Kajiado, calls from Kilifi, or from all over the country saying, so and so was in your office 10 minutes ago, you asked for a bribe. That is not the Kenya that we want.
This pronouncement by the Evangelical Alliance comes barely a day after the National Council of Churches of Kenya challenged the institutions tasked to fight corruption to do more to curb the vice, which they say has derailed crucial developments across the national and county governments.
So it's only the Kenya broadly who can write the framework on which they will raid the parliament of thieves, of pigs, and raid the MCAs of rats.
Early this year, the Evangelical Alliance had asked President Uhuru Kenyatta to fire all public officers accused of corruption, a prayer that was seemingly answered when President Kenyatta sent home 6 cabinet secretaries. But the clerics say there's still more work to do. Muremi Mwangi, KTN News, Nairobi.